Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying 3 cookies from Life's a Baatch. This one is called Merry Grinchmas, and I love the color of it. You can see all that, well, there's a lot of different colors going on actually. There's the bottom, and I love the sparkle on top. That is just so cool. And this one is called Rudolph, and this one is a larger cookie. I think they call this a Mini XL, but I'll give you more information when we get over to the table. You can see the difference in the size. And then lastly, we have a Snowflake. So Kevin and I, you can eat these just like they are, but we like to heat them up to give them that just baked texture and warmth. And so we're gonna heat them in the microwave, and then we'll be back to show you what they look like on the inside. So first we have Merry Grinchmas. How long did you heat these for?
15 seconds.
Okay.
For our microwave.
Oh my gosh.
For our microwave, it makes it perfect.
Oh my gosh. That
was what a lava cake
That's
like.
lava. Oh my gosh. It's just like, that's hilarious. You might have heated that one up too long.
Well, yeah, you do them all the same.
You do. And this one's bigger. So honestly, this one could have probably gone a little longer. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, that's perfect. That is the Rudolph. You can see it looks, that is, yeah, it's getting ready to run out of there too. This one is the Snowflake. Ooh, that looks really good too. These were $8.50 each, except for the Rudolph. It is, like I said, larger. They consider it to be a Mini XL, and so it was $9.50. So $8.50, $8.50, and $9.50. So this is the Merry Grinchmas. It is a pistachio cookie mixed with white chips, chocolate chips, raspberry Pop Tarts, and Italian rainbow cookies, stuffed with raspberry jam, pistachio buttercream, drizzled with white chocolate, and topped with sprinkles. So a lot of raspberry Pop Tarts, raspberry jam, but you do have pistachio cookie and pistachio buttercream, but then you also have white chips, chocolate chips, Italian.
That part that ran out was the jam.
Oh, well, I love raspberry, so.
Sorry.
It must be good because he has not wanted to let it go.
You know, I like it. I don't like pistachios, but I like that raspberry jam.
Okay.
And for me, it's mostly raspberry. I actually would never identify pistachio being in there. Pistachio.
I'm glad you like it so much. he loves that. For you to keep going back and back and back, you love that.
It's very good. The raspberry adds a nice, it's sweet, but it adds a little layer of tartness to it, which I like. I wouldn't like it if it had a bunch of that pistachio earthiness in there. Mm-hmm. I get a little bit of it when you eat just the cookie by itself.
That's what I was saying. If you could taste it with the cookie.
A little bit. But it's not really strong.
Mm-mm. No.
Unless you just sweet cookie at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
It's good. I like it.
I'm still seeing if I taste it.
I know. You really, like I said, you really don't. It's more raspberry.
I love the color of it and everything. Mm-hmm. But you taste yeah, it's raspberry. It's all raspberry.
Which is fine. It's a good sweet raspberry too, though.
It is, but it does have that little tartness, that zing that you get from raspberry.
Yeah, but I like that because it helps balance out the sweetness.
Yeah, yes. So you know this is a over-the-top indulgent sweet cookie. But Kevin's right. That little zing from that raspberry does take it down a notch. Yeah. But it all works well together.
That balance is really nice.
And I think it's delicious. Mm-hmm. It does not taste like pistachio though.
No, Kevin, if you're looking for that, then you're missing it.
Kevin doesn't like pistachio, but
it's too earthy.
I was gonna get it anyway because we've had other things that have said, you know, and typically a lot of pistachio has an almond flavor. Yeah. That doesn't even taste like almond to me. So I'm not getting the almond or the pistachio. But I'm always willing to try different pistachio things because it doesn't all show up in the same way. And the last pistachio thing we had tasted like almond, but it did not taste like pistachio. And he enjoyed it, yes. And so that's why I thought I'm going to get that cookie whether he likes pistachio or not, because you never know how it's going to come across.
If it comes out as pure pistachio nut, I probably wouldn't like it.
Right, because it is very earthy. This isn't. If you have to like raspberry though.
Yeah, you do.
So this one is Rudolph. This is his nose. This is Rudolph with his nose so bright. Red velvet cake batter cookie mixed with caramel chips, Toffee Crunch Oreos, and dark salted caramel Rolos, stuffed with red velvet gooey butter cake, brownie batter, Nutella topped with Nutella, chocolate, and sprinkles. Okay.
There's a very distinct flavor there, but I don't know what it is. You go ahead.
Well, I'm going to get this.
Oh, you get the center gooey part first.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of Nutella.
That's not the flavor I come away with, though. I'm guessing it's like the caramel part is what I'm getting. Are you getting that? It's like I think it's caramel.
No, I think you're getting those, it says caramel, like chips.
Yeah. Because it kind of tastes like a salted caramel a little bit, but not quite caramel. It's something a little different than caramel, but I think it's mostly caramel. I think it's just a mixture of the caramel and the Nutella and all that kind of stuff mixed together. It kind of shifts the flavor a little bit, but it's really good. I like it. It's different.
Yeah, it's to me, it's like a caramel and chocolate. But it's funny how much the caramel does stand out.
Yeah, especially when there's all that Nutella in there.
It's almost bordering on a coffee caramel.
I can see that.
Yeah. That's just, it's a surprise.
Yeah.
It is delicious.
Very, very good. Very sweet.
Yes, incredibly sweet. And I love the size of it. I mean, this is all, that whole thing's left.
Filled.
It's huge. Okay.
That would be considered stuffed.
Yeah, that is truly stuffed. Filled, stuffed.
No, that's not just filled. That's stuffed.
Yes. Okay. I'm going to make sure my fork's clean.
I clean mine off.
Well, normally I do too, but I would have had to really dug in on that. Okay.
This one looks good.
Snowflake. Kevin loves coconut. I do too. I was never really a coconut person until I met Kevin. I had never really had a lot of things until I met Kevin. Coconut cake batter cookie with white chips, cinnamon chips, brown sugar Pop Tarts, swirled with brown sugar cinnamon streusel, stuffed with a mini coffee cake, coconut cream cheese frosting, topped with white chocolate and shredded coconut.
So it's cream cheese frosting in the center?
Coconut cream cheese frosting.
Okay. I was wondering what that was.
Well, no. The coconut cream cheese frosting, yeah. And then it's topped with white chocolate. Yeah, that's what it is. You can actually see the cake in there. That
That's not pork now. I like that. That's good. That hits all the buttons for me. It's sweet. It's got cinnamon in it. It's got sugar. It's got coconut. The texture is spot on. Got a little bit of that cream cheese flavor. That's definitely my favorite one here. Out of the three.
What do you think the main flavor is?
Cinnamon and coconut. For sure. I think it's very, very strong cinnamon. So it's almost like you're eating a cinnamon roll with some coconut on it, like mixed in. That's what it comes across as.
You don't
with a good cream cheese frosting on top.
You don't think they used a little bit of a coconut
oil or flavoring or something? They may have.
To me, it tastes like, and I
Well,
don't.
for them to say it's coconut cream cheese, they probably put some coconut flavoring in the cream cheese frosting.
Ah, okay, because that's what I'm tasting. Because with everything else going on in there, you would not, even though coconut's a strong flavor, you still wouldn't expect to taste it that strongly.
No, I agree.
With all that cinnamon going on.
Not unless you're actually chewing coconut, you usually don't taste it.
Exactly. So I think they did use some flavoring, coconut flavoring.
But I tell you what, it doesn't taste artificial or
no, it's good.
Like
but I thought reading it, oh, this is going to be cinnamon. You're going to taste a lot of the cinnamon. You don't. For me, the number one flavor I'm coming out with is the coconut.
See, I think it's pretty balanced between cinnamon and coconut.
Oh,
I think they're about equal.
Okay. They were not to me. It was the coconut that was the strongest flavor.
I mean, definitely the coconut's strong, but I also get a just as strong cinnamon flavor. So.
Well, you can tell how big these are. I mean, we've eaten half of it, and you've still got all this left.
Yeah,
I mean,
save for later.
Yeah, you could save that for later. Exactly. And
just don't heat them up at the same time. If you know you're not going to eat the whole thing, cut it in half, put half of it in the refrigerator, heat the other half up.
But
you don't want to reheat, cool it and then reheat it.
Right, but it's fine once these have cooled off. You don't have to worry about them being warm. You don't have to eat them warm. You can eat them just at room temperature. I had them. Now there were no instructions at all in the box. So what I did was I had ordered a lot from Life's a Batch. So I put them in the refrigerator, and I kept them in the refrigerator until the night before I knew we were gonna review them. So last night before we went to bed, I put these 3 cookies out on the counter, so just so they wouldn't go in the microwave stone cold. I would do that with anything, you know, and so it worked out perfect for me, and they're really, really fresh. You could put these in the freezer if you want, if you don't want to eat them all, you know, like we do, day after day after day.
Probably the same thing, put it in the freezer and leave it out overnight.
I'd leave it out. I'd put it, or even take it from the freezer to the refrigerator for a day and then lay it out overnight. You could do that. That's probably how I would do it if I put them in the freezer. I can't say that they've ever made it to the freezer because we eat them. Yeah, we eat them. So which is your...
Oh, the coconut for sure.
Okay.
Whatever.
Let's go. Let's have your order. I would like to hear what you have to say.
That's hard.
You have to, somebody has to come in last.
I actually think I'm going to go reverse order while we try them in. So it would they'd be coconut and then the red velvet one, the Rudolph, and then the pistachio one.
I'm exactly the opposite.
Oh, really? You can go this
I'm going to pick the Merry Grinchmas #1. I love that raspberry, which you did too.
I did too, but then I like this chocolate and stuff in that one.
And then Rudolph's going to be my #2, and then the Snowflake's going to be my #3. The Snowflake had some distinct, like, cakey type pieces in it. I'm sure that was that cinnamon roll or whatever. Right. It was like a cake texture, and so I thought that was interesting too.
Yeah, pretty much anything that has coconut in it, unless it's that really raw coconut, I'm gonna pick it.
Well, this company,
really good.
I will put their website below in the description, but if you're interested in ordering from them, you have to watch their Instagram because they come out every couple of weeks with new cookies. And you have to be ready to order the cookies right when they come out. So we will be coming up on the channel. This is their business. This is the way Life's a Batch runs their business. They want you to compete. You fight for the cookies. But coming up on the channel, we're going to be reviewing some things from a different business model where they will open the orders, and they'll leave orders open, I guess, for a certain amount of time, and then they close the orders, and however many people order during that time, then they bake. If they get 3,000 orders, then they're going to bake 3,000 of these items. So everybody has a chance to order. So I've had comments that said that people really don't appreciate having to fight for the cookies.
I don't appreciate having to fight for them.
Kevin doesn't either.
It drives me nuts.
He absolutely hates it.
Just the fact that you can get on their website and order something, have it in your cart, and by the time you click through and order it, it's already
Somebody's
gone.
taken it. So
And
it's gone.
It just annoys me.
Yeah, Kevin does not like it. So I just, for all
Kind of
those
like
people,
the old school Black Friday where everybody would rush in the door
Yes.
and try to fight for a TV
Yes.
that's marked down $10.
Yeah, exactly. So for all those people that left comments that you do not like having to fight for your
agree with
cookies, we are going to be reviewing, so stay tuned. I can't tell you when they're coming. Soon though, soon, and we'll be reviewing those, and then everybody will get a chance to get what they have to offer. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.